Right, okay, close combat. So, this model here, green base guy again, has got 2 action dice, and he would like a bit of close combat action. So he's going to attempt to charge this model here.
Yeah. You don't have to charge a model, you can walk in, but it will cost you an action.
So I could spend a dice to walk in, and then close combat, second dice. But I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to charge, and if I do end up base to base, it's a successful charge, I can attack afterwards. Then the next time I get to spend another dice to attack again. Rather than a move, then attack, I want 2 attacks, I'm going to take this guy down.
Yeah, so a charge gives you a bonus to your speed, and if you make the heroic action test, you basically get to fight for free.
So this guy normally speed 8 and then +3, like John said, to get him base to base, so we know he could potentially be in there. So I'm going to spend one of these.
Some reaction dice as well this time.
Lovely things. One of these will tokens I'm going to spend to try to charge this guy, because he's got no ranks in charge at all, so he's normally looking for a 5 or a 6.
Green guy. So these are our demo sheets before anyone asks. So you can see there, the green guy has no boxes filled in on charge, so he's looking for a 5 or a 6 for this to work.
So I'm going to spend one of these lovely will tokens.
So you can spend a will.
And I'm going to say I'm going to put him there.
It's a charge, you don't have to do that.
Okay. Okay, so 4 up. What could possibly go wrong? So normally 5 or 6, making it slightly better with a will, and it's a epic fail.
Okay.
So with an epic fail, I will move my normal movement.
No, you stopped 2 inches short of the target he was charging.
Up to 2 inches short of the target I was charging. And why 2 inches?
Because you have to be 3 inches away to charge.
Okay, so no charges for this guy.
What I'm going to do, because I have some reaction dice now, is I'm going to spend a reaction against that model making... Oh, I don't have to, because it was an epic fail.
It's an epic fail.
Which means I get to do this for free. So my reaction will be just to move into base contact there, I think.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Why is John doing that? Well, in close combat, both members fight. So the active player and the reactive player will both fight in close combat. So I'll be spending a dice to make an attack, which will give me a +1, because I am the active player.
And I roll 1d6 as well, and I'm going to spend a willpower, one of these things, to give me a +1 to my hit roll.
So we both have a +1 to this. Wow.
So, would you believe it? It's a draw.
Okay.
So nothing happens, but those 2 models are now engaged in close combat. So that Ross has spent that.
Lovely.
I, however, still have 3 reaction dice here, and because Ross made that action, I'm going to react against it by spending one of these and to hit him back. And I think I'm going to boost it as well with a willpower. Like Ross said, both players roll a dice. So whoever's got the highest.
I have a 5.
Oh, and I've got 2 plus my willpower, which makes it a 3. So Ross has now hit me. So I'm now roll for damage.
Okay, so we look at the weapon profile on your character sheet, and it says combat knife. Now a combat knife is a straight D6, a regular 6-sided dice. So my damage is 5.
I now get to make an armor save. And my armour save has to beat the damage. So I'm looking at a 6. And if you look here, it's got armour save. It's got armour save 1d6 plus, and then there's a blank box. This is my black base model. If we go up 1 to the green model, it's armour save 1d6 plus 2. So Ross, when he makes an armour save with the green one, would have added +2 to the d6. I need to get a 6.
So no pressure.
No pressure at all. And it's a 2.
Ooh.
And I lose a life.
So I get another loot dice because I successfully scored a wound. Do you want to do the same, guys?
Let's,
Right.
so you've
Next.
activated that model.
Yep. He has got 2 out of 3 dice. And he is going to attempt to charge at this guy. So the black base model actually has 1 rank already in charge. Ooh. So I am going to spend a will token like these. So that would make it a 4, 5 or 6, but like I said, it already has 1 rank in it. So it's 3, 4, 5 or 6. See if he can make it.
And it's a 6.
Ooh, and you know what that means?
You get to do it for free.
So he's going to move up plenty of movement because his speed is 9 plus 3 for a successful charge.
And Ross still keeps his action dice.
Which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of that, I
Well,
will
yeah, because you now
take
attack.
a smack.
So-
But John also gets to smack me as well because this is close combat.
Close combat. You get the +1 because you spent the action dice to do it.
Mm-hmm. I have a total of 3, so the +1.
I have 5.
Uh-oh.
So I've won the combat. The red base guy has a close combat knife, so I shall roll for damage, which is 5.
So like John said previously, this guy has no additional armour, so it's a straight d6. So I need to exceed John's damage, so I need a 6, which I do not get. So he now loses 1 life.
And I will get 1 loot. As a reaction, I'm going to try and hit him back. I'm going to spend 1 of my reaction dice. I am going to boost it. So my to hit roll is a 6, which is a critical.
Right.
Right.
So
that automatically inflicts another wound. The only way you can stop a critical in close combat is by rolling a critical against it.
and not a 2.
And not a 2.
So he loses yet another life. Okay. So with my 1 health remaining, but I still have 2 dice because I rolled a 6 previously. I get to keep both of my original dice.
Oh, well, I get one of them because I'm greedy. Yay!
I'm going to spend a will and spending a dice to try to hit John in close combat.
And I shall fight back.
So I've got a big old 3.
And I've got a big old 5. So
Oh,
it means
dear.
I've won the combat again, which is dead handy because I know for a fact that that black base model's got a really nasty close combat weapon. So I roll for damage. It's a 2. Ross now needs to get a 3 or more.
3 or more people.
And
He's
it
still in the
is-
game.
It's a 5. So he's still there.
Right. John has 1 reaction dice left. What would you like to
Do
do?
you not have one action
I
die?
do have 1. I'm going to ask you, do you want to spend yours as a reaction to my action?
No, I think I'll wait.
Okay.
Because we are stuck in close combat.
So I'm going to spend another will
Whoa.
and another dice, a big old +2.
I think I will spend a willpower.
Okay.
Give me a +1 to this.
A massive 4.
And a 5.
Oh dear.
So I've hit him again.
I think his time's run short.
Damage.
Last health.
Is 2.
He's still in the game.
Still in it. That was the last of that model's action dice.
That's it. I'm done.
And I've still got 1 reaction dice left. So I'm going to hit him back. Because he's only got the 1 life left. I'll suspend that. I shall boost it. So give me a +2 now. 1 because I'm using the dice. I'm spending the dice. And 1 because I've boosted it with willpower.
And I'm going to spend my last will to keep this guy alive, hopefully.
As I rolled in the dice, the camera's...
I got +1. Oh dear.
So I rolled a 3, +1 for spending the dice in the first place, and plus another 1 for spending the willpower gives me a 5. Ross has rolled a 2, but he did spend willpower, that makes it a 3. Still not enough. So I'm going to roll for damage again. It's a 5.
So 6 will keep him alive. And that's the opposite of a 6.
6. So that model is now what we call out of action. In a campaign game, that doesn't mean they're dead. It just means they can't take any part in this game, any further part in this game, unless they get revived.